This effect was the dream as long as you've been racing. How has the reality of this week compared to what you thought it might be?
Just trying to take in the moment. Looking back at my career, I've won, some big races and won some championships. And sometimes you don't sit and think about, what you've been able to accomplish and how you've gotten here. So it's been a really relaxing couple weeks, just trying to, spend some time at home. It's been obviously a busy season. And I knew it was going to get pretty intense here the next few weeks up until Christmas. So just trying to take it all in, spend some time with family, and have some get-togethers back at home, celebrating the championship. So it's been great. It really has been. It's been a whirlwind for sure, but just trying to take in the moment.
In the aftermath of Phoenix, you really credited Duke and Rhonda for everything they did to kind of, give you that next shot in NASCAR after some things went sideways for you. How rewarding was it to be able to give a championship back to them, considering everything they've done for you the last couple of years?
Yeah, first off, I'm very thankful. A lot of people don't get second and third chances in the sport. It's incredibly cutthroat, and everybody's after your job. So to have get a third opportunity, and a great opportunity at that from Duke and Rhonda, just means the world to me. It's one of the best decisions I've made to go with them, and I'm happy that they chose me. So I felt like a perfect match with how they run their organization and how they are as people, and my Midwest background. Duke's from Minnesota as well, so I'm from Wisconsin. We're both from the Midwest, so it just was a perfect match. And wouldn't want to be racing for anybody else in the Truck Series, and we've assembled a great team. The 98 bunch has been great, and can't wait to keep going.
Are you comfortable then with where you've landed, or if an opportunity were to materialize for Xfinity or Cup, would you still want to entertain jumping back up a level again?
Yeah, I don't know. It would certainly have to be the right opportunity. But if I end my career at Thor Sport, no matter how many years down the road that is, I'll be very satisfied with my career. So you don't want to you never want to shut all those doors, but I'm incredibly happy where I'm at. I'm not actively pursuing anything, that's for sure. So just like I said, just really love the opportunity going and having a chance to win races. I know anytime I go to the racetrack, I have a chance to win, whether it's in my super late model or obviously the Craftsman Truck Series. And that's there was a time in my career where that wasn't the case, and it made me I shouldn't say hate, but it made racing not as fun. It's something I've loved my entire life, and for those years I wasn't competitive and didn't have a chance to. I felt like I didn't have a chance to win. I didn't love the sport as much. So to be in this position, just incredibly thankful, and want to keep going.
Speaking of the Super, I know Toby was at Phoenix with you guys when you won the championship. Was that a little extra special given how much he's meant to your career?
Yeah, he's Toby and my super late model team. There's a number of people that have been a part of that program that really have bridged gaps in between my NASCAR opportunities. When things didn't go well on the NASCAR side, I was still winning races consistently on the super late model side, and that helped me stay relevant, stay afloat, and create more opportunities. So they're one of the biggest reasons I am where I am today.
Is there any one congratulatory phone call or text that surprised you that, hey, how did this person get my number?
Not really. There's been just some legends of the sport reached out that I've had some dialogue with over the course of the last few years. I wouldn't say anybody in particular, but I wouldn't say, like I said, not one person in particular. I just think the number of people that reached out and was very special. So just like I said, very humbled to be here, to be in this position, to be a NASCAR champion has really been surreal for me.
What's been your favorite part of the last week? Has there been one moment, or Joey was saying it was the first 20 minutes out of the car after you win? Or...
Yeah, the celebration at Phoenix is so cool. It really is. I got to do burnout. I don't do burnouts very much, so I got to do that. That was cool. Like to respect my equipment, respect the people that work on our trucks. You never want to tear up a perfectly good truck unless it's for a good reason. So championship was a good reason. So burnout was cool.
Yeah. you've probably been to banquets before, but how does it feel going to this banquet here now that you have the trophy to take with you?
Yeah, well, a bit nerve-wracking. Having to make a speech, not really my thing, but it's I have to take it all in. It's certainly an honor to be here. Going to be some legends, in the crowd tonight. Just so humbled to be in the same room as them and to be honored tonight in front of people like that is just so humbling, so surreal. Never thought, when I was 8, 9 years old racing go-karts up in Wisconsin that I would be, experiencing this moment tonight. So just going to try and take it all in, try and enjoy the moment.
Did you do anything fun in the off season?
More racing, snowball derby in a few weeks. So going to be down there for an entire week. And then, we have a few celebrations up in Sandusky, Ohio. And then it's Christmas time. And once we get through the holidays, you guys know the deal. You're back at it in January. So short off season.
It's been pretty good.
What's been your favorite part of soaking this all in?
Honestly, I think for me it's been interesting because the number of text messages I think I'm down to about 440, and we're 2 weeks in, and I'm still only down to 440. It's hard because at one point I was at like 800, and you're responding back to people, and they're, obviously you start a conversation, they respond back. But I love that, and Dale gave me the advice of just kind of mailing it in a little bit. He said everybody will understand, but that's not my personality, and it's been great. I'm sad of the ones that I don't have yet, but I also had shoulder surgery the Thursday after the season was over, and so I couldn't use my right hand at all. So I also had a little bit of downtime that I couldn't really text anybody back because I couldn't get my right hand to work, but it's recovery's been good on that, so it's been a good couple of weeks.
You had to wait a long time to get to this point, but in doing so, we saw that both of your girls really be able to enjoy the celebration with you. How rewarding has that been, just knowing that both of them really understand what this has meant to you?
I just had this conversation with Mike Herb in the rehearsals over on the other side, and when I first started in NASCAR, I thought I was ready to win a championship. I thought I was ready to compete at a high level. And, as you get older and, especially having the kids and seeing them grow up and, now that my daughter's playing travel sports, right, like watching the interaction with her and everything that's going on, I don't know that I would have enjoyed the moment as much then as I do now. For me, it's been absolutely amazing to watch them enjoy it. To see Harper crying and then to find out why she was crying is that she hadn't seen me cry like that ever, and so for her, she knew that it must be that important that it made her just start bawling. That's special, and they've sacrificed a lot for me to be a race car driver. And so, to be able to have those moments. And for me, the back straightaway photos, those iconic photos are something that I look at the pictures, and my little one was asleep, and they had to wake her up, and she's still smiling like crazy in the photos. That's the kind of stuff for me that's really, really special.
We've heard other champions like Joey Logano talk about his first championship compared to his third, and how it was for himself, and then now it's for his team. You're an older veteran driver, but this is your first championship. So when did that motivation switch, maybe to not be for yourself, but if you did win one, it would be for your family and for your team?
About the 5th or 6th time we made the Final Four, and I had to walk back in on a Monday morning and say I'm sorry to all the men and women that work at our race shop, that we didn't get the job done, that we put all the heart and soul and effort into getting there, and we didn't win a championship. That for me was when it flipped the switch, right? This journey has been interesting. I can't imagine winning 3 titles in the Cup Series. That's truly an incredible feat for Joey, and one that I think, we've had this conversation already this week. He really said that each one of them has been significantly different. He's enjoyed something different in each one of them. For me, I don't know that I'll ever have another shot at this, right? Not that I don't have a ride next year, not that I don't have a great race team, but you know, as you get older and you get to, you know, closer to the end of your career, you cherish the moments like I've had, and you cherish the teams that I've had, and you cherish the race cars that I get the ability to go drive. And so I'm enjoying this one. I'm wanting everybody that's on my group to enjoy it equally as much, because it's truly a team effort, and whether we win another race, whether we win another championship, none of it really matters at this point. I can honestly say that this has been one of the happiest weeks of my entire career, and something that makes the time and energy and the effort for all the years to do this, it's the payoff for all of that.
That was exactly what I was going to ask, is given how long the journey took to get here, would you trade it?
No. Yeah, there's things that I wish would have gone differently or had worked out differently, or, you know, especially when I went to the Cup Series, like, I would love to go for a Cup championship again, and know that I have a shot at going and doing it. That's just not in the cards, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not sad about it. I have a great race team with great people, but I wouldn't change any of it, right? I look back on it now, and if it wasn't for my wife, I would have quit a long time ago, to be honest with you. I was ready to retire many times. I said it on stage, 2022. I really hoped that I won the championship in 2022, because I was walking off the stage and saying that I was done. And you know, God's timing always has a way of making sure that you abide by His plan, and it wasn't our plan. And I didn't walk off the stage that year. It was a terrible championship for, and I'm still here, so it's been special.
How has the reality, Justin, in these 2 weeks of being a champion met, if it has met the dream of what you thought it would be or hoped it would be?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was weird. We came back from Phoenix. We had our meetings on Monday. We had our quick little toast at our shop, which was kind of crazy because the haulers weren't even back yet, right? We couldn't even really do a real toast. Tuesday I was in the simulator. Wednesday I was back on track at the tire test at Rockingham, and then Thursday I had shoulder surgery. So not the traditional path of a NASCAR champion, but at the same time, I think that's kind of the story of my career, right? The work and effort that you put into it doesn't always show fruit, but I think, you know, our race is a great example. If we'd have given up when we were a lap and a half or a lap and three-quarter down, we don't win a championship. And that's not the effort of this race team, right? We never give up. We keep pushing and dig through the trenches. And so this week has been fun because it's just been relaxing. It's been fun, right? Seeing a lot of people, talking to a lot of people that I don't normally get to talk to. Wearing a ring that, to be honest with you, it feels super awkward to wear. I feel like I keep dropping my hand keeps falling down. So it's really awkward, but at the same time, really surreal to just finally check that box, right? Denny and I just saw each other just a minute ago, and he said, "Congratulations, I'm jealous," right? And I said, "I feel bad because I get all the questions about your championship, because I've been in the same boat." And he said, "Well, so you're saying there's hope?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely." But honestly, it's been a wild journey, and just glad to finally cap it off with a championship.
It seems like it's still emotional for you to talk about. Do you feel like it's going to be like that for a while to come?
Yeah, I don't know that I'm ever going to lose the emotions of this one. I think my wife says, get it all out now, because when you get to Daytona, you're going to be a zero again. And I said, yeah, you're right, actually. But I said, the only difference maker is now my fire suit says that I'm a champion, and I can walk into Daytona and be proud of that. But honestly, I don't know that this one will ever not be emotional. You know, you guys have all seen the videos of my parents. You've seen the videos of my kids, my wife. I could walk away right now and be perfectly content with my career. I don't want to do that. I owe that to everybody that's around me. I mean, Rick Brandt has tried and true, has supported me for the last 14 years now. That's an amazing accomplishment, just to have that relationship for as long as we have. And he's family. He's, you know, he goes way beyond a partner. He goes way beyond a team sponsor. He is truly family to me. And, you know, he's excited about this. And, you know, that for me that's why we do this, right? It's about the enjoyment of everybody. We all work really hard to get to this point and to do the things we do, but the enjoyment of kind of the fruits of your labor is really what this is all about, and we're lucky enough to be in that position.
What's your plan for Wayne tonight?
I can't say,
But there's a plan.
but there is a plan. Yes, there is a plan in place for Wayne.
Have you had a chance to watch the race back?
I've seen clips of it. I haven't watched the whole thing back. To be honest with you, I'm so mad at myself at how the middle part of the race was at. I kind of fast forward through that section. I do love, though, I have to say that my favorite part, and we've had this conversation already. So I get the penalty. Steve Letarte is singing praises that it's no big deal. We're going to get back going again. And, this isn't the end of my championship path. And as he's saying it, he says, well, scratch that, never mind. The 7 car is done for the day. They just got a speeding penalty. The one thing that you can't do on pit road. And I was like, man, he's so right? Like that's the funny part is he's so right. But then you see those guys and they're like, well, maybe. And then, to be able to get back on the lead lap, and then obviously put ourselves in position to do it. But it's probably going to be until middle of next year before I go back and watch the full thing again. I record every one of them. Normally, Sunday afternoon, I'm sitting at the house and I watch the whole race back. This one will take me a little while to watch the whole thing back because it just, the emotions of it and the highs and the lows, to be honest with you. I want to feel like I'm contributing to a team, making a team better, making an organization better, your manufacturer better. That's my goal for all of this is to do that. So, I don't know what that looks like exactly, but I also look at my kids and my oldest daughter looks like a teenager already. She's not quite there yet, but she's close. And I don't want her to ever look back and be sad that Dad missed things in her life because I was racing cars. I know she knows why I do it and why I'm here, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get some time with her.
Justin, how much pride do you take in the fact for some guys they win championships early, or it seems to fall in their lap? How much pride in the struggle? I mean, the years that you fought, and then you come to a race where you dig a 10-foot hole and you climb out of that to win it.
Everybody's path to success, and I say success. Championship doesn't define success. I'd say everybody's path to it, where they want to get to in this sport, is different. Some people spend their whole lives digging and never really get the opportunity to succeed. Other folks, it's just a lot easier, and it's not that it's lack of effort. It's not that they don't deserve it, right? I think when you strap a helmet on and you go out on the racetrack, I think there's so many deserving people that are in the sport. But I think for me, I just feel like the capping off of what has already been an amazing career for me, the one box I was missing was that championship. I didn't care if I ever got it, but I'm so glad that I did, right? I'm beyond appreciative of the opportunities to do it because I didn't think that day would ever come, and when it finally got there, the meaning of it, the emotion of it was surreal and something that I'll never forget.
How does it feel, being at the banquet this time with the trophy?
Yeah, my wife and I were laughing. She said, they've been in Vegas, they go to Nashville, and now we're in Charlotte. And you wait to win a championship till it's back in Charlotte. And I had to laugh because I'm like, you're right, but we're also not partiers, so I don't really know that that's a bad thing because now I can go home whenever we're done tonight and not have to worry about it. But it is. I've been to these banquets, over the course of my career many, many times. And when you're not the winner, it's not that you don't look forward to it, because you look forward to seeing the industry people and your friends and your family and all of that. But banquets are a lot harder if you're not the champion. And this one, I've been looking forward to this all week. I've been looking forward to getting here, and most people aren't fans of dressing up and wearing a suit or a tuxedo. I'm excited for it. Like, I cannot wait to put that tuxedo on and know that when we get down to this arena or a ballroom and they get to announce my name and I get to walk up on that stage and say a speech, there's nothing like that. There's no emotion like that. And so this one's cool. it actually is really cool that it's in Charlotte because my kids get to come walk the red carpet. That's something for me that's really special. And I would say as I've gotten older, I've respected these moments a lot more than I would have 10, 15, 20 years ago whenever I was a lot younger and really not understanding of the moment.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos. And if you like us, make sure to hit that subscribe button.